All right, guys. Chef Dice in the house. Haven't seen me for a while. I've been busy at my business, my restaurant, Pokestop, and of course my catering business. But again, rocking our little shirt and hat of Chef Dice. And by the way, check out our crapscouture.com. Over 100 types of shirts that we have to choose from. But again, today's video is going to show you how to practice at home if you don't have one of those wonderful tables such as Money Shot, Hawaii Crap Shooters. You see them all in videos, of course. Texas Crap Shooters, Alfredo, they all, Uncle Mel, all these guys have beautiful tables to practice on. But I did really well in Vegas by practicing at my own house, especially with my busy time. And I'll show you how and what I do to make me better, and might cost a few bucks, but not as expensive as those beautiful tables that I just mentioned. All right, here we go. All right, guys, this is how I set up my table here. Of course, you gotta have this is a monkey pod table. My brother-in-law built it for me. It's like a 8-foot table, about the size of almost close to a regular sized table throwing station. But all I need is just to make me practice to get better in craps. And all you guys been telling me, and how do you do it? You know, I don't have time going to Brian's place and practicing with the guys. It's just too hectic in my time right now. But all I do is practice 2-3 hours in the morning at home around 5ish. Then when I'm done at work around, I'll be home by 9, 10, 11 o'clock. I'll put in another 2 hours, and I'll do that 3 weeks prior to me going to Vegas. So that will, I was talking to Howard Newman, and he said about 2 to 3 weeks is enough of practice to get your groove on. And, it's been working for me. But all I need is a stick, of course, the table, a stick to retrieve. Basically, the computer, I have Crapsy on this. That I don't have to deal with chips. You can have chips for yourself to work and pay out yourself, but I find it more efficient for me to deal with Crapsy. And of course, there's so much online games going on. Of course, Mr. Money Shots, he has his morning routine before he goes to Vegas, and then you can play along with them as well as other YouTube personalities out there. A layout, my layout right here. All I do is just roll it onto this table, just to give me the feel of being on a real table. That's about it. I hardly use this because, of course, the computer eliminates all of that. Of course, my Hawaii Crap Shooters dice. Yep, white dice. Of course, there's more other colors that Mr. Money Shot has. Go check out his Hawaii Crap Shooter store. He has more dice out there. Of course, my throwing station, which consists of this with a little chip holder. Of course, thanks to my buddy Chad, who built this rig for me. Of course, this plays a big part, and it's all sized up to a standard table. So that's, and of course, as you guys can see, my half moon is basically at the end of the table. I have a little table underneath just to prop it up, and of course, everything's going to be all level. A half moon just for me to hit it here for the landing zone. Of course, you got your little alligator backing right there for you to simulate a regular table. But this is as close as I can get to a regular craps casino table. Some of you all And you all know, comment on the comments below. Some of you guys throw it on your bed, in some boxes, whatever you can do to practice your swing, your grip, which will make you better. Anything rather than doing nothing will help you. But this right here costed me no more than $1,000. This rig alone was about 800. And of course, this you can get it at your little gaming store online. Computer, everybody has a computer. This I had this as a gift because during COVID, have this at least, you know, one of my buddies just threw. He had an extra one, so he gave that to me. But I'll show you how I built this and throw some bones and show you how efficient this is. And of course, you can do this at home easily. And of course, this can be broken down. But one thing I do, I leave this up permanently and I break it down. If we're home having dinner, all this can be broken down within a minute. But again, this is very efficient. As you guys can see, my home is not as big that can hold a 12-foot craps table, but eventually I'll get to that level. But in order for me to get better and better, as you guys know, I go out to Vegas quite a few times the past 2-3 years. Um, I need to practice. I put in 3-4 hours a day every day prior to going to Vegas. So it's just muscle memory, and you know what? That's all I can do. But I'm gonna show you guys how I built this, and it's very simple, and you can do this at home. As you could see, that took me no more than a minute to even set up this station. As you can see, the table, my stick, my computer, my laptop, of course, my throwing station. But let me show you how I know how far I need to be at stick right one. And that basically, this is how I do it. So I go to my throwing station, I stand right next to it, and I do this in the casinos, so I count to 8 to 10 is usually my spot from stick right one or stick right two. That's about seven, about eight steps. And this is my setup. And again, that's how I figure out where I throw. I take 8 to 9 steps. That should be my landing zone. As you can see under here, I have a little table with a little pan holding it up to at least be the same way, same height, as close to a regular craps table as we can get it to be. At least, you know what, that buys me a lot of time. But there you go, everyone. This is my setup. All right, guys, that's my table that I practice in order to be as the best as I can out there. Of course, comment below on what you do and tell me what kind of tables or practice rigs you guys have. But again, that one's very simple. I got a buddy of mine just made this and little tools that you need to be perfect. But again, of course, I'm surrounded by craps things. You see my big dice there. Of course, you see Kobe, the GOAT, Bryant. Yeah, man. Just got to have the mentality of winning, guys. But to all you guys, good luck to you all there. You know what? Don't worry about PSO or whatever. Let's have fun. But again, see you guys at the tables. And then kill roll again. Chef Dice out.